Hi, this is Eric Stearns with Expert Village. We're going over some traditionally styled leatherwork, and right now we're talking about the construction of a knife sheath. What we're going to be doing is we've already started to cut the hide piece that's been sewn onto the knife sheath that we're making out of deer hide. We're cutting it into fringe, then similar to this. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to show and talk about making some fringe that will hang from the bottom part of the sheath as well, that will not obstruct the knife. So what we want to do is you want to take a piece of hide that is actually fairly long, because you're going to be threading it through, and you're simply going to cut start it narrow at the end so it feeds through, and then cut it reasonably long depending on the length of the fringe that you want. All this stuff is pretty much up to personal preference and taste and what you feel like you want your knife sheath to look like. So there I've got my basic short piece of hide. I can stretch it out a little bit, give it a tug. It's pretty sturdy. Then I'm going to take my tool that I've been using to put holes in the hide to sew it, and I'm going to put a larger hole down here right at the tip of the sheath. That gives me a nice hole to feed my leather work through. And I'm going to then kind of scrunch it up a little bit and just feed it through to the back end and begin to pull it. And I'm going to pull it through until it is even there. At this point, what I will do is I will begin to cut the fringe in the same way that was done previously on the fringe up top, which is to just kind of cut each little piece in half, continuing to make it as thin as I possibly can. And what I end up with, hopefully, is some nice, delicate fringe that dangles from the bottom of the knife sheath and moves well when the sheath moves, as it's worn if you choose to wear it. Actually, these sheaths are quite sturdy, surprisingly enough.